Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much for clicking and for choosing to watch this video. Guys, today I want us to talk about chicken and the different breeds that there are, and what somebody looks at when they're choosing the type of chicken or breed to rear. So guys, out there's so many, several species and breeds of chicken from all over the world, and we have those ones that are exotic to certain places, like we have the African breeds, we have the American, the Asian, all kinds of breeds. But all of these breeds are actually categorized into three main types. So we have the layers, we have the broilers, and we also have the dual purpose chicken. So really, when somebody wants to rear chicken, they look at and consider a number of factors, including what the general outcome for them is. For example, somebody may decide to choose the broilers, or somebody may want to rear layers, or somebody may want to rear dual purpose chicken. So it all depends on what do you want to achieve at the end of the day. So looking at the three categories, I said we have the broilers, layers, and the dual purpose. The broilers, let's start with the broilers. So these are this breed of chicken is reared mainly for meat purposes. Those people who want to do commercial chicken meat business actually rear broilers. These are fast growing birds. They acquire weight very fast. As a matter of fact, within 7 to 8 weeks they are ready for the market, and they probably will be weighing around 1.5 to 2 kgs, so they are ready to be slaughtered. So around that age you can be able to sell them. Broilers are hybrid kinds of chicken, and they do require special kinds of conditions, and so that means if you're constructing a chicken house, there are a number of factors that you look at, because they need spacious space. You will need to have them on commercial feeds unless you actually know how to prepare your own feeds. Then we have layers. So layers, we rear them for commercial egg production. So people who want to sell eggs, or to want to rear chicken for eggs commercially, they will rear the layers. So these are breeds. They're also fast growing, and they're able to start laying at the age of 17 to 18 weeks, and they will continue laying eggs until they're about 50 to 52 weeks thereabout. And so that means they attain maturity at the age of 17 to 20 weeks thereabout. They start laying. So depending on which breed you choose, because again, layers also have different kinds of breeds. There are those ones that are highly productive. There are also those ones that do not lay so much eggs. So if you're one person who is commercially oriented, you want to be very keen when you're selecting the kind of chicken to keep from for layers. And especially, it's better that you choose somebody from you get your chicken or your stock from somebody who is known to breed this kind of chicken, just so that you get the best quality and you're able to to get returns for your investments. Then we have the dual purpose breed. These ones are produce both meat and eggs. Yes guys, so if you are the kind of a person that wants both meat and eggs, then you want to go for the dual purpose. These are relatively not very fast growing, by the way. Majority of the dual purpose breeds are slow growing. They take about 5 to 7 months to mature for them to actually start laying. So depending on the region and depending on the breed again of your dual purpose chicken, you may realize that they probably, some take up to 6 months to mature for them to start laying eggs, if you want eggs, and also for them to gain that weight for you to be able to sell them for meat. Yes, they take a bit longer compared to the layers and the broilers. So if you are commercially oriented towards meat, you want to go for the broilers. For eggs, you want to go for the layers. But if you want both, then you go for the dual purpose. Most of the dual purpose, by the way, are also very hardy. They are adaptive to a number of conditions. They're able to adapt in several conditions. They are disease resistant. They believe if you vaccinate them and apply all kinds of caution, then you shouldn't be able to have a problem when rearing the dual purpose breeds. Yes. Other than that, majority of them are also can also just forage or free range, so you will not necessarily need to use commercial feeds to keep your dual purpose breed of chicken. They can be able to go out there and search everywhere, you know, and eat the insects on the ground. But of course, if you want to confine them, then you will need to use commercial feeds. Again, also depending on the breed, you may need to use commercial feeds, or if you know how to produce your own, then you can as well just feed them with your own production. So guys, out of this, we have been able to learn the 3 types or categories of chicken, and now you can be able to make your choice. And even for the layers and the broilers, even though they mostly rely on commercial feeds, there are people who know how to do the mixing. They are able to produce. For example, there are people who grow. We know that chicken eat a lot of corn bran or maize bran, and so there are people who have large tracts of land where they grow the maize or corn. They're able to grow soya, for example, and they're able to grow some of these things that are required for mixing to achieve the good quality of chicken feeds. So once you're able to learn that, then even raising the layers and the broilers should not be very costly for you. So having said that, guys, which one am I choosing to raise? So I have looked at a number of conditions. I've looked at the resources that I have. I have looked at where I live, and I've also looked at the chicken house that I have constructed. And all this, with all this in mind, I have decided that I am going to raise the dual purpose. Why? Number one, they are very hardy, so they can be able to easily adapt. Number two, they are disease resistant mostly. Does not mean that they will not get sick. They can get sick, but may not be severely affected, especially if they are vaccinated at the correct times. Number three is the fact that they can be able to forage. They can be able to free range and get their own food. So to start with, I'm going to be rearing the dual purpose. But who knows, in the future I may decide that now I'm moving to layers or broilers. And as I raise this dual purpose, my plan also is to be able to learn as much as possible on what commercial feeds are made of, and what I need and how to be able to prepare them. So once we have that knowledge ready, then now we can be able to probably go into commercial layer or broiler farming. Yes, so that is for today. Thank you so much for watching and for staying with me up to now. See you again in the next video.